Hi, my name is Ruth, and at the end of 2018 I received my level 5 TESOL teaching qualification. My experience with TEFL and TESOL was a very good one. So when I decided to do this course was at the end of my final year, nearing towards the end. I was kind of juggling different ideas of what I wanted the next stage of my career to be. And in my final year of university, I had a mentor who had actually done TEFL himself and had taught in Thailand for 2 years. And I really, really liked the sound of that kind of experience. So through him, I was lucky enough to be introduced to Susanna Redmond. And Susanna, alongside her husband, run a course in Manchester called Train-to-TEFL. And they, either through a 4-week course or what I did, which was a part-time course for 3 months, guide you into getting your level 5 TESOL qualification. And before I actually got to do the course, Susanna was kind enough to let me come to Cornerstone, which I'll talk about in a minute, and experience firsthand what a teaching class looked like and sounded like, and I absolutely fell in love with it. I think just the level of enthusiasm from the students, the kindness of the people that work there, and just the difference you knew that you were making, even by something as simple as teaching the weather, was just an incredible experience. And as soon as I experienced even a few minutes of it, I knew it was something I wanted to be a part of. So in the summer of after I graduated, I applied and luckily got into Train-to-TEFL course and started it in September. And I personally can't sing its praises enough. When I think back to that part of my life, I just remember it was so intense and it was so busy, but it was so rewarding and so fulfilling and just great. So the Train-to-TEFL course with Susanna and Chris, they provide the utmost support, and I definitely think that's what makes all the difference, because you have 1 night a week where you do theory, so that's like learning teaching theory, and we get taught about like what types of things our learners will need to know, and yeah, it's really beneficial to educate you on like the theory side of teaching. But what makes Train-to-TEFL so special, and I know not a lot of other courses for TEFL offer this, is you get practical teaching as well, and Cornerstone and Train-to-TEFL work completely hand in hand. And I know if anyone else that I did the course was stood here right now, we'd be able to talk about Cornerstone for hours, because it's just an amazing place. And, you know, it was the perfect place to practically assert what you've been learning in your theory classes. So for an hour a week, you taught lessons to all different ranges of learners. And that was very daunting at first. I mean, when I think back to my first lesson, I don't think it was very good. I'm cringing. But that is why you needed people like Susanna and Chris, who were there every week, who could offer you guidance and positive feedback on what went well and what didn't go well. And with them, you could see your progress get better week by week, and that really did make all the difference. Yeah, so with a qualification like this, once I was lucky enough to get it, I knew personally that I wanted to go abroad. I know other people want to use it for local projects, which was great as well. But for me, I knew it was something I wanted to use in my travels. And I've applied to work as part of the British Council in September, and I'm strictly going to be working in Spain, and particularly Madrid, which is